Oh my goodness. So we're having a fun night here tonight.
Necalli.
But you know, as bad as the flop Street Fighter V's turned out to be financially, Mortal Kombat is like turned around and like they had the perfect opportunity to just take over the fighting game scene.
Up until now, they had been connected with just Mortal Kombat 9 and then Mortal Kombat 10. But now, after doing this upgrade, it's practically it's like they made themselves untouchable.
Oh no! I mean the new one, the Mortal Kombat, that patch is trash. We don't even have a Mortal Kombat scene anymore. They really screwed, you know. That's like Capcom's saving grace is that NRS dropped a dookie on themselves.
So now we got, but now in terms of the facts, I mean we got some Blaze Blue coming out, and we got some Real Fighters coming out. How's that going to be?
No, not at all. I mean, especially here in Lake Michigan, like you ever notice, every time one of these new games come out, everyone's all about it for about 5 days, 6 days, maybe 2 weeks. And when I first started hanging out with the Michigan Fighting Game Community here in southeastern Michigan, oh, I fell for that shit. Every time a game came out, they were like, oh yeah, this game's great, so I'd buy it.
And then it ended up
dies. And the next thing comes, oh yeah, this game's great, I'd buy it. You know, I already announced I'm not using any community money to buy King of Fighters 16. If someone brings it, we'll run it. If over time the supply, doesn't die for it, that's cool. We'll add it to the lineup. We'll spend some money on it then. But to take $60 out of the community fund to buy a copy of a game plus whatever DLC for something that'll just die right away.
I agree. No use spending money that you know spending on something that you know is not popular. Of course, that doesn't mean that there's going to be fans that are
Well, I don't know. Were you hanging around when King of Fighters 15 came out here? Were you in the community then?
No, I'm pretty much not. It was pretty much starting to die.
Yeah, it was like when I first started watching streams, the Michigan streams, started watching Aaron's stream, and was going to some of the events. King of Fighter 5 was a thing. 15 was a thing for like maybe 3 weeks before everyone's quit playing it. Which I think is another bad thing with Capcom with the way they're doing, how they're not doing, like they did with every other version of Street Fighter, where they have a completely new edition of the game iteration come out every year or two to keep it fresh. That they're just like, this is the only game we're putting out, and we're just going to add content, again and again.
I mean, just because you add content doesn't always freshen up everything.
Well, I mean, think about it. When Vanilla Street Fighter 4 came out, that sold really, really well.
When
Super came out. Now, with every iteration that comes out, it doesn't sell as well as the one before it, because people that aren't hardcore in the fighting game community will just stick with the original game that they bought. I mean, right now you can crack open your Xbox 360, throw a copy of Vanilla Street Fighter 4 in, and people are still playing it online. People are still playing that original game. But on the upside, though, is they got those they made a subtle tweak to the engine for Super Street Fighter 4. Oh, hey, Daryl. So anyway, so I was saying, so when Super Street Fighter 4 came out, for the upgrade, I don't know how much it was like the online upgrade, but a new disc of the game was only $40. So if you were just getting into the game, because I didn't get into Vanilla 4, I didn't get it back into fighting games until Super Street Fighter 4. So you know, and in a certain sense, it only cost me $40 to get into the game. And then, so then I ended up buying Arcade Edition and Arcade Edition 2012. I'm sorry, Arcade Edition and then Ultra. So which is another $15 each time. So I spent, you know, a total of $70 total on the game. Plus whatever, you know, costumes and other fun stuff. But you know, they handled Street Fighter 4 way better financially than they're handling this game. This game's been out for 2 months and I can't buy anything for it yet. I really like that Ryu costume, Bearded Ryu. Oh, well, that was exclusive if we pre-ordered with Company X. We were not going to sell you that costume. You know. Damn.
I mean, I love Street Fighter 5, and I mean, the way it is going, but it's pretty good. I mean, it might. I don't know how many, but I don't know how many years it's going to last. If it doesn't come up, if it doesn't.
Yeah, McDougie's really thinking this one out. But yeah, you know, it's you know, maybe they'll get lucky and it'll be like a slow build, like because Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, that game, that was a high-selling game. It sold over 1 million copies. It just took a long time to get there.
Fight.
And because Capcom had such a stupid contract with Disney, Disney pulled the plug on that game before, you know, when it was just getting hot.
What I don't understand is why would stop? Why would they want something
well, probably because Disney had their own fighting games coming out. They wanted to, you know, lock the license, you know, lock it down on that. But now you got a game where I can like. Since I bought the DLC for both Xbox 360 and PS3, you know, since I own it, I have access. So if I buy a new Xbox 360, I can put my ID on there. I can get the content. But if someone doesn't have that already, and you buy a disc of the game somewhere, you don't have access to those 2 DLC characters, and you never will. You know, and it's like $10 that that you can't spend. You know. That's dumb. There's no reason why they can't still be selling that game. There's no reason why they can't be still allowing people to buy the DLC for this game.
That's right, it ain't it.
So like, somebody needs to hold an equal at Capcom aside and teach them how to negotiate a goddamn contract, because apparently those fools do not know how to negotiate a contract. There you go. Alright, so White Beast on match point here.
Fight.
It's about sending McDougie home early. Oh, nice. McDougie not ready to go home. You know, I'd love to spend a few hours sitting with playing White Beast, playing those F.A.N.G, and have him like show me stuff, because out of all the characters I play against online with Ryu, I have the worst trouble with F.A.N.G.
McDougie gets one.
Necalli wins.
Alright, so 2-1 in the favor of White Beast. This is a team kill match, both members of SRM, the SRM organization.
Round 1. Fight.
The room's pretty thinned out. We got pretty much just tournament people left. I think it's after midnight already? I did not know that.
What?
That it was after midnight.
Oh, dang. We're not even done.
Well, coming up next, after this match, we're going to have Kobo and All Caps. This is going to be another team kill match, just on the other side. This is an SRM team kill match. The next one is a Corn team kill match. Uh-oh.
White on that point again.
Yep.
Fight!
So he needs to shut McDougie down. McDougie, resident Southeast Michigan Necalli player. Him and Darius both trying to put him work with this character. You know, I'm wondering if Alex is going to travel at all this year. If he's going to play it in the out-of-state tournament.
I don't know if it'll be combo breaker this year, but
I would like to see him down in Texas. I think it would have, there wasn't any real good F.A.N.G down there, so I think he would have done really well. Wow. Hey, Alex needs to shut him down.
it looks like McDougie has got his second win.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh no, so close. There you go. We needed this. Oh no!
Match
Final
point.
Not like, okay, match point?
Fight!
McDougie wins this game. He ties it, goes to a rubber match, and it's going to be down to this.
Man, this is gonna tear Alex down if he loses this game. Lets McDougie take it to a 5th game. He's got the corner pressure, though. Alex can get himself out, goes to the other side. He's got him all purple. Beating him down like in the elevator, leaving him like Prince.
That second win just flew away.
F.A.N.G win.
Hey, Coble in all caps.